how to heal low self-esteem caused by trauma. Hey, Gosha, sociologist and psychotherapist. And I wanted to talk about self-esteem in the context of trauma, because it is a little bit different thing that, well, if we can say a regular low self-esteem, because it's not supposed to be a regular and has many causes. But this time I would like to focus especially on the low self-esteem caused by traumatic experience, especially in times when our self-identity was developing, meaning in our early childhood, in our adolescence, in times of school, and forming our first friendships. Because at that time we might have experienced either neglect from those who were supposed to take care of us, or like a huge criticism from our peers. Or maybe we were children of immigrants in a different country, so we did not fit, or maybe very poor, that we could not show certain level of clothing, or I don't know, gadgets at school, or maybe some of us were pointed out as weirdos, and or nerds, or the weird people, because they did not fit the mainstream understanding of what's cool. And that sometimes can stick to us for a long time. And if we don't decide to break that cycle, it can really stay with us for adulthood. And we, like what Carl Jung actually said, that until we face our subconscious or subconscious wounds, we will externalize, we will see it outside, and we'll call it fate. And that's pretty much what happens with the people with a low self-esteem that were formed in the traumatic events in the past. Because this type of people start to see the outside world as something that is attacking them, that constantly prevents them from succeeding, from becoming what who they want to become. Because this is how it was happening when they were younger, and they received this type of judgment, maybe bullying. All bullying can cause so much of the trauma for life, until we take the power back, right? And then so the judgment, the neglect, maybe even violence, everything that is leaving the mark. Like, if I receive that, I might be really worth shite, nothing. So these people tend to see the world, even in their adult years, before healing, of course, as something that prevents them from being happy, from achieving things, for being who they are, maybe for having good relationships even. And look, this is something very interesting, because this kind of understanding really stems from this traumatic events, and creates this type of certainty. No, they look, they will, in a second they will judge me again, they will criticize me again, and I can ask who, and because the they, it sounds like the whole world around. So that to me sound like then there is some kind of very deep-rooted belief that everyone outside is against me, and that's exactly the root cause of the low self-esteem in the that was developed through the trauma in the past. So how we can work with that? Because we can. And it first thing is taking responsibility for my thoughts, my beliefs, and my reactions. Because even if you think you don't react, your body language will say. If you are expecting judgment, or again expecting criticism, or even violence, you will be crunching, you will be looking like that, and you think that people don't see it, but they do. And even if they are consciously not understanding the cues they see, they feel they can go a step further with you, because you're already waiting for it. You know what I mean? So then, if we don't take responsibility for how we believe we are and what we deserve, nothing will change, because we might from that place of hurt and externalizing danger outside, blame others. No, they have to change. If they change, then I can be happy. But in that way, you can wait all our lives and nothing changes, believe me. So the change needs to happen from here, from here, from here, from my side. So first of all, I will start observing my thoughts and beliefs. I believe they will again do this and that, and then I can just revise that, like, why is it like that, starting to be mindful of why I'm expecting this and that, what are my beliefs, how others see me. And believe me, when you start doing that, having this trauma, you will be amazed by this whole mess of self-beliefs and what you deserve, what is about to happen. And partly you then create it if you are not conscious about it, because as I said, your subconscious small reactions, even the way you look, you wear yourself, you stand, you walk, will attract this situation, perpetuating the cycle. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're creating it. As long as it's not conscious for you, you're mindlessly repeating the same a victim role, and no worries, the abusers will find themselves around you. So the change needs to start from within. So taking responsibility, yes, I have something to say to create that. That's why I have also something to say to change it. And starting from the mental pattern, so observing, like, with love, don't judge yourself. Yeah, you have a mess of some beliefs at the moment, but it won't change overnight. So just like observe it. You can make a note, you can make a journal. What you find, you might find also a psychotherapist to talk about that with, but be compassionate for yourself. If you take the ownership of your present and future by doing that, you're already a hero. Believe me, you are a hero. So you're doing that, and then slowly, like really stone by stone, step by step, you're doing something different. So instead of expecting, they will again judge me, criticize me, and maybe they will actually say something nice. And at first this thought will be strange for you, like, why I'm feeling differently. Even going towards healing might not be pleasant for a while, because you will be going outside of your habits. But that's the way. And as I say, small steps is the best way to go, because you won't make a huge transformation in a week. And if you start beating yourself up for not to, you just stop the process, So observing, doing small steps towards the opposite direction, and basically taking care of doing something nice for yourself as well. So the self-esteem also grows bit by bit. And I will have a separate video on how to love yourself. You can also add some of the insights from there. But really, and the bigger win is when we understand we have something to say. The power is on our side, the responsibility is ours, and we can make change.